Hey guys, it is Tuesday, September 17th, 2024, and I'm back with some free VST plugins to help you with your musical adventures and endeavors. All right, guys, we are continuing the month of September 2024 themed with free guitar VSTs. So as far as sound generators and also effects, some of the sound generators are going to be more guitar-esque. Some of them have been so far very, very close emulations of a real guitar. So today we got some more for you. So the free plugins for today, 100% free, are as follows. Here we go. So first up here, we have through Labs, the Labs Rompler, a VST Rompler. You have different sound libraries that you can download. So the two that I'm going to present today are guitar-esque sound libraries that you could download in the free Labs player, and then they have some free presets, some free sample packs. This feedback is annoying. Free sample packs that are guitar-esque. So the first one we have here is called Pedal Pads. So this one, the whole thing is not guitar based, but they have a guitar preset in there that's very ethereal and very ambient. Good for like building soundscapes, but it's rooted and based in guitar. So they took a Wurlitzer, a felt piano, and a guitar, and they fed them through different pedal effects to give it very ethereal sound. I'm sure there's also reverb. The sounds are very sustained, very pad-like, slow attacks. So it gives you some nice textures. You could check out the other presets, but they definitely have a guitar preset. But it's very, very ambient. Next up, once again within Labs, there is a plugin library, a sample library called Bass Guitar. And you guessed it, it's pretty much a bass guitar that they sampled in. And there's some effects that they're giving with the interface, but for the most part, they have a couple of presets, and it's just different tones of a bass guitar running through an amp, and they recorded it, sampled the notes, and laid it out there. Next up, we have, once again, within Labs, another sample pack called Labs, another sample instrument for the Rompler Labs called Lap Steel. So this one is a guitar that was recorded in different ways, different dynamics, the way it was played. Some of it was plucked, and it's with a vintage lap steel guitar, which is within the guitar family, but it's not like the traditional guitar. This is like from the origins of a guitar. Look into the origins of guitars. Very interesting. It goes way, way, way back, and it has gone through a lot of iterations to get to what we know now as a guitar. So this is one of those old iterations of a guitar called a lap steel guitar. So they recorded it, ran it through some effects, delay, reverb, what have you, and it has very interesting textures. I've been playing around with it. Most of the sounds are very legato. They do have some plug presets, but most of it is legato. And the cool thing about it is with the effects and the way they blend everything, it has some very interesting textures. So if you're looking for pads with some nice textures, it'll add texture to your composition. So definitely check that out. Next up, we have the effects. We have Pro FET or Pro FET. So this one is a digital emulation of a distortion preamp stopbox effect pedal for guitars. It does have 8x oversampling. This one is from the developer Ignite Amps, we've talked about earlier this month with some of their amp emulations. And by the way, all these labs sample packs, sample instruments is from Spitfire Audio, if I did not mention that earlier. So back to Pro FET, we have, pretty simple controls. We got the toning right here, so you have bass, low mids, high mids, treble for you to kind of tone your sound. The effect is pretty much there once you put it on, and it's on, and then you can tone the effect with these EQ dial knobs: bass, low mids, high mids, treble. You have your gain. You can drive that to get more of the effect, the distortion, and then there's a volume here to control your volume output, in addition to another one down here where you can control input and output. There is 8x oversampling, if I didn't mention that before, and then you have this mono section right here. Most likely you could switch it from mono to stereo. So that's pretty much it for that. Next up, we have NNR1. So with this one, it is emulating a 3-channel tube preamplifier for guitars. So pretty much an amp emulation. Controls are pretty straightforward. I'm not going to go through all of it, but if you know about amp emulation, pretty straightforward stuff. So this one does have 8x oversampling, 64-bit float point mathematic model, Mac and PC, and it does do mono and stereo processing. Next up, we have TP-A1. Once again, these are all from Ignite Amps, and this one is a digital emulation of a Class AB tube power amplifier for guitars. So once again, pretty straightforward interface. I'm not going to go through that. And it does have 8x oversampling, 64-bit float point mathematic model, Mac and PC, and it does do mono and stereo. So the free instruments / synths for today, we got 2. First up, we have Toonfish 4. This one is pretty old, but it's still very effective. The interface could use some updating, but it gets the job done. It gets the job done. So standard interface, you got your oscillators, low pass, high pass, band pass, filters, notch. They have LFOs, 2 of them. You got your ADSR, all the usual suspects. There's a good amount of presets here. What makes this one interesting with the tones and the textures you can get out of it, because they have a lot of effects on board. So they have flanger, chorus, distortion, delay, reverb, EQ, and formant. So you definitely get a lot of interesting tones, textures, a lot of variations in the sound that comes out of presets because of how you can change the timbre and the tone and the texture with the effects. Not to mention just the overall interface of, a synth that's going to give you all these options. So you're going to get a lot of tonal variety in this one. Last up, we have Monster Drums. So Toonfish, the developer is Brian Control. Last up, we have Monster Drums from Agus Hardiman. So with this one, it's a pretty big, epic plugin. So if you're looking for that live drum emulation, for the most part, that's what you're going to get out of this. 98% of it is live drum kit emulation. So you have that. You have multiple routing, so you can output the multiple parts of the kit: drum snare, kick snare, toms, hi-hat. You can multi-track that out to your DAW for better mixing and processing, which is always a good look for plugins like this. This one comes with a lot of different drum kit styles, from studio to pop to rock to like tight studio kit. I think they do have a percussion one. They have some weird ones. They definitely do have one that's more electronic based, kind of like more drum machine, typical traditional drum machine type sounds. But for the most part, the concentration on this is live drum kit sound. So I think there's most likely heavy metal kit. See here, it says vintage rock kit. There's a reggae kit, futuro kit, punkadelic, yes, punkadelic kit, Coca-Cola kit, jazz kit. A lot of different variations. They have a cinematic Hellboy cube kit. There's a lot of kits, and they're constantly releasing more kits, which is the next cool thing about this. At the time of this video, I think they're up to 88 different presets with all the different drum kits that you can download and install. And when you add them all up with the presets for all the drum kits, they're about up to 88. And that will be growing. So this one is very full featured if you're looking for live drum kit emulation. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. The link is in the description. It will take you to this blog page where you can check out the plugins that I just discussed, and you can click on the corresponding download links. Check them out. Add them to your arsenal. We got some good picks today. So also there's a link in the description for a video series that I did on PC specs and how it relates to music production. So if you're looking to understand how your computer and its internal components works along with your DAW to help you produce music quickly, smoothly, very issue-free, definitely check out that video series. It'll help you understand what you need to pay attention to if you're looking to get a new system, you're looking to upgrade your system. If you're having issues, it'll give you some insight on the importance of RAM versus CPU, how important your GPU is, what role does your sound interface play, MIDI interface, things of that nature, how it all works together to help you be able to work smoothly without any issues and distractions, and you can just focus on being creative. So check out that video series. There's also a link in the description for these videos that I do twice a week. If you're looking for more free plugins, there's a growing playlist with these videos on there. I'm going to be adding this video at the end of this live stream to that playlist. So like I said, it's a growing playlist. There's over 300 videos there now. So if you're looking for more free VST plugins, definitely check out the rest of those videos. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I should be back on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Should be Saturday, to continue the month of free guitar VSTs. So definitely check back for that. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. And as always, you'll see me in the next video.